While it's to be expected that most readers will offer feedback regarding the story, one of Bellow's greatest strengths isn't just the plot or storyline, it's the writing. Most people take it for granted, even choosing to read fast to reach the ending, but the very fluid, sometimes complex nature of the language helps differentiate Bellow from straight up genre fiction, hence the literary horror tag. While the fluid lyrical prose helps the reading go by faster because there's hardly a syllable out of place. Readers are encouraged to process the story word per word and appreciate the art involved in the writing. As a point of reference, part two of Below presents the bulk of this literary aesthetic, the writing going up a notch because the lead character and narrator, Luz Vimindo, had greatly improved his articulacy from a love of reading by this time. Part two goes at such lengths, persuasively speaking about despair and hopelessness, it should probably come with a trigger warning. Expect the gore and violence to be so vividly portrayed here, it almost feels like it's happening right in front of you. Fans will love how detailed the violent scenes are. Like zombie stories that feature a lot of shock value by means of the horror and violence, Below has its share, but it clearly offers more than that. It's true, Below offers a different angle from other zombie stories. From the drug serving as the origin of the outbreak, rounded out by supporting characters and compelling portrayals, Below offers a look at the many socioeconomic and sociopolitical factors that ruin lives, whether in developing countries or first world nations. Below isn't just about a boy from the Philippines who scours the landfills for precious metals. It's a story that unites people of all backgrounds, whether in Southeast Asia or the United States of America, principally because these social ills are universal and affect us all. Some readers might take that third world premise and world building and mistake that by narrowing the story's plot to that angle exclusively. But Below is beyond that. It doesn't just show another world unseen by Westerners, particularly the slums of Tondo. It also explains that the core problems behind the war on drugs and poverty are as true in the West as they are in the Third World. Below is my debut novel, so it's understandable that it might not go down as my most ambitious work. I hope horror fiction fans will love it enough to keep coming back for more. Perhaps the world building in the slums of Tondo, Manila, and the ensuing zombie apocalypse that took place there required greater attention to detail on my part. But the description of New York City after environmental catastrophe and economic collapse turned it into a third world new millennium ghetto. Also needed plenty of ingenuity and imagination, um, which is sadly overlooked in favor of the shanties and the landfills of Tondo. Yes, zombies are a borrowed concept, and each writer who uses it puts a fresh spin on the topic. On my end, I used the drug epidemic and the many related social political angles to add substance or content beneath the many scenes of violence. Because coming up with something entirely original off the bat is much more difficult and is something that most horror writers stay away from with their debut. The fact is, many horror writers rehash existing horror tropes because these concepts are classics. When we're in the mood for a haunted house or vampire story, uh, we have an abundance of books to choose from. And I think that is why writers continue to reimagine these concepts to make their books relatable to readers. I love how resilient he is, how sensible and responsible. And despite his poverty, he perseveres through school and he loves to read. He shows remarkable courage and poise amid trepidation, surviving a zombie apocalypse to tell the tale. His love for his family and friends presents a wholesome side, perhaps the best thing about him. He is obedient to his parents and polite and kind to everyone else, really like many Filipino youths. I am busy writing and fine tuning manuscripts. I hope Below opens doors for me, maybe allow me to get representation or and get enough buzz to to get more publishers interested. Um, I love writing horror fiction, and while Below might turn out to be just a little bit divisive in terms of the reviews, whatever acclaim it gets, mainly due to its theme, zombie outbreak, being a worn out topic for some. It also has potential to sneak up on people who love dystopian stories. And not only for the action, the gore, the violence, but really the relevant social issues that that really strive to start bigger conversations about the war on drugs, about poverty, about capitalism. Um, so, yes, I am very excited to see where this all leads. We shall soon see. The book, Below My Debut, is available right now on Amazon in the Kindle format, and it should come out in paperback very soon. So stay tuned.